everybody, Riley here from PRL, bringing you a championship season from F1 2015, and as you can see here, I'm just showing all the teams, but I'm actually going to be driving as Sebastien Vettel in the Scuderia Ferrari. Vettel's been a pretty good man this year, and of course playing legendary. As for a full weekend, just how I like to play, so let's go to the race cutscenes.
Welcome to our viewers from around the globe. You join us just as today's practice session for the Australian Grand Prix is about to start. The teams will be visiting tracks across 5 continents as they battle it out for both the Drivers' and the Constructors' Championships. What race on the calendar do you think the teams will have a special eye on this year?
Well, I think the teams will be looking forward to the Mexican Grand Prix, which is being held back at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City. It was last run way back in 1992.
This year sees Honda return to the sport, reforming one of the greatest partnerships in F1 history with McLaren. Do you think they can rekindle the success they had during the 80s and the 90s?
It won't be easy, but yes, I think so. It's been a tough few years for McLaren with the loss of Hamilton, Mercedes withdrawing as a shareholder and major investor in the team, and losing technical director Paddy Lowe. This could mark the start of their return to prominence.
Alrighty, so here we are in the garage, just going to bring up the setup now. Of course, I have played the tracks already, so I pretty much have a setup of my own, really. 111, yeah, all that, you know. So, use that setup if you want, I don't mind, or you can think of a setup of your own. Yeah, so 8 laps of fuel, just so I can really just test out the setup. I have done it before, but I'm just gonna see what's different on the Ferrari, because that was a Mercedes setup, to be honest. So I begin my lap here, and Grosjean gets in the way. The AI are much more improved, so that's something I can be happy about for this year's game. So we start another lap here, and I'm just regularly comfortable. It was a very good setup, actually. I quite enjoyed it. I feel comfortable with the setup, so really the laps in practice were, as usual, regularly easy, unexciting. Just like
The end of practice, and it was Daniel Ricciardo that managed to get the fastest lap time today.
Yeah, Crofty, I don't really think Ricciardo had the fastest time. He's nowhere in the top 10. But either way, yeah, Rosberg on the wets and setting a quicker time than me when I was on the prime, so that's a bit weird, but you know, that's Mercedes, they're real dominant as hell.
Welcome
so
to Melbourne,
now
where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. We'll soon learn the true performance of these cars out on track. What can we expect to see in the following session?
Well, I think we're all expecting the Mercedes power unit to be particularly strong this year, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them at the front. But I wouldn't discount Red Bull or Ferrari just yet. We know they have the talent and the resources to react to any problem, so although they may be playing catch-up, I would expect them to bring some major upgrades pretty early, maybe before we even get back to Europe.
So I'll skip Q1 and Q2, because I knew I was going to get in there straight up, so pretty much, even though I recorded the laps anyway, but I didn't really save the vids. So yeah, results change, and lower the fuel to 3 laps here, so just so I can get the best out of quali as possible, so I can beat the Mercedes. So here we go on the pit straight, up on high revs, around 320 kilometers an hour. At the end of the straight, brake third gear or fourth gear, but mainly I use third gear on this game because it's the last gear I'm usually. Switch to wing mix down into these corners here as part of the area of the track, which I just can't seem to find any grips on which standard rigs, sometimes standards, manuals, yeah, just go despite cutting it a few times, cutting it just a little bit, but sometimes so hard on the brakes here in this corner. I this track to be honest, even though I should, it's my country, my tracks. But yeah, it's a track where I am best next. We're coming into the final couple of corners now. Back up on the straight on the high revs, DRS, 7th gear, 8th gear, and that time was pretty much enough for pole.
Today, they've been able to get
Crofty, no. Red Bulls are not on the front of the grid.
It seems they've been able to set up the cars perfectly today.
But either
Whether
way,
this will
let's go to the
translate into
grid
race
and
pace
see
tomorrow,
if
well, we'll just have to wait and see.
driving a Sebastien Vettel can become the next Michael Schumacher.
The crowd are here and here in force for what is going to be a fantastic day of racing. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. I'm really looking forward to today's race, but with Sebastien Vettel on pole, you do wonder if it's going to be another championship-winning season for the German driver.
Well, Seb has been in this position so many times before, and I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't go on from here and win today's race. Whether he has the car to beat the Mercedes over the entire season, though, is a completely different matter.
So what would you have been doing overnight if you were Lewis Hamilton, to make up the time difference that he needs to make up based on yesterday's qualifying times?
He clearly has a pretty good balance in the car. He just needs to work out where he can squeeze an extra tenth or two to make up the difference.
So here we are on the grid, just looking at my tyre strategy, seeing what's possible. But yeah, really I've just been locked into the strategy, so let's just see what we can do in the race. We are 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 lights, and it's go for the Australian Grand Prix into the F1 2015 season. We get alongside Hamilton here, and Rosberg behind, tries to make a move, stick on the inside, but doesn't seem to work. So now we switch to Rich Mix to try and catch up to Hamilton on this lap so we can take the lead. Starts streaming away. As usual in every race we've had so far this season, other than 2 or 3 races, yeah. But we're trying very hard to catch Hamilton here. Bit of a mistake there, going a bit sideways around that corner onto my favourite part of the It's just I love this corner here. Yeah, this is the first time commentating, so I've really got a lot to talk about this video. Yeah, but we get closer to Hamilton now. I do a bit of a diving move on my side, Hamilton and I side by side now. I've got recording finished up by the way there. Now on the straight again with behind Hamilton, tucked slipstream Hamilton. Make a move to the inside, make it stick too. Now we're into the lead of Grand Prix on lap 2 58. Now back on lap 3, Hamilton, Rosberg, Ricciardo try to go to move to the right to defend Hamilton off, but it doesn't seem to work for me. He doesn't seem to want to move up my inside at all anyway, so we'll make it stick for now. Make a bit of a mistake a lap later, and Hamilton gets through. We give Hamilton a slight tap there, but it's not enough to make a big crash. We squeeze him onto the curb there. Bit obviously, but that's racing, in this real life. Will be anyway. Now 3 laps later, Hamilton on my side again, but Rosberg has dropped down behind Bottas, and I think maybe right. Hamilton does not stick through again. He seems to kept failing that a couple of times here and there. So now just trying to show you both mine and Hamilton's perspective of how he's got DRS. He's not even getting in the corners because he's getting in the straight. Which I can tell you is pretty normal, especially when you're in the city. Go to the right again. Go to the right again. I make a little mistake. I make contact right here, and we spun around. And Hamilton's in the wall. I hit the wall. I've lost my front wing. I haven't got a puncture tyre, which is surprising. Yellow flag conditions. Two cars have passed us. Yeah, we're going to get past here. We're going to get dropped down to 8. I chuck a Yui. Try and get back onto the track. And then I get a massive hit to the rear. And there's been a Sauber that's exploded in the back of me. That is Marcus Ericsson, who has hit the back of me. But believe me, that's my fault. But I'm somehow surprised I did not get a penalty for that. I really should have got a penalty. Yeah, you can see there, Marcus just hit me. Innocent bystander. I don't understand. I really should have got a penalty for that. But either way, if the game's going to be like that, it's going to be like that. So now we drive all the way back to the pits with no front. We drop down to the first four positions. We're going to start a massive overtake fest for the rest of the race, pretty much. So now, driving out of pit lane, we often go on the options again, and yeah, we're going to have to start overtaking the best of this race. Maldonado ahead, so yeah, I get a bit nervous when I try to overtake. I kind of backed out of this course because, you know, Maldonado is going to be in this game. Is we get past him anyway though, so no harm done there. Lap 14, we get past Sainz and Hulkenberg as they go into the pits, and a couple of corners later, we catch up to Perez. Yep, cutting the corner there, and slight contact with the rear, luckily towards the but we make a dive, small dive, and a little ice on the Checo does a bit of a weird move to get past him. Slows down. I don't know. I don't really understand why they did that. We're now coming on to lap 10 when you're overtaking Verstappen in the pits. And now, a lap of minutes later, we catch up to both McLarens Alonso and Button. John moving on to get points in this part of the race. Get past Alonso and Button pretty easily. Make the moves stick inside. Laps later, we come onto the back of Daniel Kvyat and Lewis Hamilton. Drop down slide on the brake just to overtake Kvyat there. Yeah, just floating inside, slide on the brakes. Especially Kvyat went second here behind me. Now we are lap 23 off from the stop. Going to the prime tyres. We are going to pits. Now we're in 7th position now. We're gonna lose a spot to Max Verstappen and I think maybe some other bloke. I don't know who though. Yeah, Sainz Verstappen goes past us. So now we have to do a job to overtake him. We're coming on to lap 24, yellow flag conditions, and there you see Amana and Verstappen tangled together. Now this is Roberto Merhi. He has somehow punctured his front right tyre, and he moves to the outside to give Verstappen some space, but then Verstappen goes to the outside to pass him, and then they both get tangled up. Yeah, so jolly good effort by Codemasters to develop better AI. Of course, they have improved when they're defending in the corners, that's good. But now we're catching up to Raikkonen here. Bit of oversteer coming out of that corner. I could have gone for a move up Raikkonen, but I chose to stick behind him because I want us to have a strong. I want Ferrari to have a strong result in this race. I don't want us to have both Kimi and I have contact here. But I do manage to get him. Not in the next couple of corners. We try to stick with him and try to stick a move there up his inside, but it just wasn't close enough. Now coming out of the few final corners to start lap 26 here. Small steps over here. We've opened DRS on the straight in the slipstream. DRS open. Move to the inside, overtake Raikkonen. We're back, and look at the right as Max Verstappen hits. That was a very close move. If I was Max Verstappen there, I would have been scared out of my mind. Yeah. So here we are from Max's point of view on the T-cam, and yeah, just get overtaken by. And here we go, Raikkonen and I side by side. And we just overtake Verstappen. Verstappen got pushed nearly onto the curb. Now coming to lap 28, we have passed Grosjean in the pits, and now coming to lap 37. We're P3 at the moment, and we're up to catching Bottas. We get a good exit on my favourite corner. Sneak up the inside there, and we're back, and we're into position 2 now. So now all we've got to do is just chase Hamilton, but there is a problem which I will mention in a few seconds. Now, here I am trying to catch Hamilton on lap 38. Going into standard, I'm starting to save fuel now because I've been mainly pushing throughout the after the incident with Hamilton, and that should have been a safety car period. But if Codemasters still want to add a safety car, then bugger them. So hopefully they add a safety car soon or in the next game. I don't know. But either way, we're trying real hard to catch Hamilton, going past Alonso and the Hulk here. Lap 39, I'm starting to worry about not just the fuel, but also the tyres. I accidentally cut the corner there. Yeah, I hit the brakes too hard. Yeah, that happened. So now I'm having to save not only the fuel but the tyres. And so now we move on to the options, because I know that the options will be good enough for me to finish on the race. It will be a good stint. So now we pass Grosjean and Massa. We'll do a double overtake here. We'll get past Massa here. On lap 42 we do a double overtake. Next car is Raikkonen up ahead. We're on the DRS now. And now, about a few corners next, I'm at contact with Will Stevens, but Will Stevens should have given me more room. He should have slowed down, but you know, they're going to be like that. Now catching up to Raikkonen, Alonso, and Mir here, just squeezing Raikkonen. Raikkonen's got pretty much nowhere to go except for the grapple, which he's done a good job not to. I give Alonso nowhere to go, and Mir on the outside. Alonso, I made contact with Alonso. Alonso has spun. We're on the back of Raikkonen now. Look at this on the replay. We've given Alonso absolutely no room, nowhere to go. And he's dropped down. Now having to defend from Bottas. I'm having to switch gears on the lower revs than usual. We've got minus lap 1. Feels we've got 7 laps to go in the lead mix. The tyres, I pushed too hard on the tyres, to be honest, and here we go on lap 52. I tried to defend from Bottas and it manages to work. I wasn't trying to hit him in the wall or anything, I was just trying to defend. Now lap 53, he gets past me, and now we have to move on to the standard mix, because I now know that P2 is possible. It's possible to retain, but at the same time I'm having to save fuel and defend from Bottas, so it's like, what have I got to do here? Should I like finish third or not risk losing any more points, or just fight for second and gain more points because I know I don't have enough fuel? But either way, yeah, I get a little squiggly, accidentally cut the corner. I'm surprised how I didn't get a penalty, and especially for exceeding track limits there. I get past Bottas eventually, but I've got to save the recording, so I do apologise for that. But now lap 57, we squeeze Bottas against the wall, and he gets absolutely, yeah, this is my fault here, and I didn't get a penalty for this either, which there are a few incidents where I should have got a penalty this race, and I just didn't. And now, coming onto the final lap, Hamilton, for some strange reason, is pit. And to get past Hamilton, now we have to defend from Hamilton. Hamilton and the fuel is now the key. But I know now that I was absolutely fine on fuel, and a few corners later, I didn't even see Rosberg, Hamilton to charge and move up my inside there. So now we come across the line. Kvyat passes us, but he's no threat because he's been lapped. And we come across the line to win the Australian Grand Prix.
Absolutely awesome, just amazing. Well done.
That win also sees the four-time Drivers' World Champion on top of the drivers' table. It's a fantastic start to the season for the German.
Well, Seb has definitely thrown down the gauntlet here to the other drivers. They've seen him dominate seasons before, so we'll be slightly worried whether this may be the start of another one.
After all that excitement, it's time for a lie-down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
You said it, Crofty. Part 2 will be out soon, guys. Thanks for enjoying. This has been an absolutely chaotic start to the season. And like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, bye.